Welcome back. Here's all the flame. Okay. Let me do a quick collective reading. Quickie. And I probably just cursed it. Bye. Watch it run out of time. I'm gonna light some incense good. Just because what I just covered was a little teeny itty bitty, you know, darkish, if you will. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, you can read things you light. You can read candle flames. You can read incense. You can read... See, there's 2 flames there. Something wants to come in, but there was initially something that wanted to snuff it out. So, you can read all sorts of things. The smoke that comes off of this, and how it dissipates in the air or doesn't dissipate in the air, depending on how dense the air is. I can tell you all sorts of things. So, cleansing. You know what? I think I'm going to use this spark clarifier. Okay. Dark Moon. Lilith came on the Channy app the other day. That's a great video. You guys should go watch it. I'll try to remember to link it. Freaking great video. If you don't have the Channy app, get it. Freaking amazing app. Helps you with the astrology. What else? I don't like Nebula. Nebula is a little too persnickety. Astro Matrix is pretty good, but you gotta sign up for like blah 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 blah. But they'll give it to you for free. Okay. Okay. This deck is the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck by Fez Inkwright. It's pretty dang spectacular. Been a while since I've had a deck blow my mind, but this is definitely one of those decks that blows your mind. So this opens from the bottom. Pretty. Normally I wouldn't like those colors, but yeah. One for the seed and one for the crow. And then this comes out in another box like this. I don't know if you can see the inside of that. My salt lamp really isn't going to do that very much good. Okay. So what's really cool about this deck is it's got Dawn and then the Dusk guidebook. And then each one of the herbs is based on a season. So, and there's no reversals in the deck. You're either, you know, in the first beginning half of the day or the last half of the day. So pretty spectacular the way this is set up. I'm thoroughly impressed with it. Very seasonal, cycle orientated. And the insight and lore, pretty impressive too. Jasmine keeps popping. This is a card that came out for me when I initially asked for what the deck said my card was. And that's my druid sign. So pretty close. The lore around the jasmine. Pretty. Let's just say it's you know, not typical. Very interesting. Okay, got poppy. So the colors play really, really well in this card. The new ones, the new buds, they're glowing from the inside. And the flowers that have bloomed are dark on the inside. This is a very transitional card. Death and rebirth, the cycles of that process, and how we use poppy to dull things in some instances, or assist the central nervous system in carrying us down that river. We got rose at the bottom. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. Ooh. 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 Buckle up, Buttercup. Alright, we'll see what that one says. I'm going to hold off on. Alright, look at that. It's at the bottom. I'll let you do with that how you need to do with that. This one sticks for some reason. It's got something on it that I think is from the sticker in the box. Little leftover residue of some sort. Okay. Birch. Citrus. Okay. So it's a good blend of light, dark, glowing here. A lot of things are glowing. Kind of how things are right now in the fall, where that sun gets behind the red or the yellow leaf trees, and it just, there's something about it. Inviting that light in. Just trying to go. There's Belladonna. Something here. Well, obviously painful things are coming to the surface. That goes without saying. But how we deal with that is one thing. Okay, so this is a balancing of some sort, the light within versus the light from without. So the light from the sun is now decreasing. So we're getting we're supposed to be getting a little bit chillier. And we are in the earlier and later parts of the day. This has a very I don't know how to put this. This is so protective. Like the poppies are surrounding the skull. The rosary is surrounding the rose in an infinity symbol there, almost like the Two of Pentacles, if you will. So how I interpret the Two of Pentacles is you take something from within and you put it out on the conveyor belt out to the ethos. It meets our galaxy's exit enter point and gets put out into the cosmos, and it comes back and how we interpret that. And then there's a portal here with some string around it. There's string, dude. This is really stringy. Look at all that red string going through the cards. Okay. So it's connections, tetherings, weaving, preparing for what you need to weave, balancing the light and the dark, realizing that one needs the other to thrive and vice versa. There's no so right now it feels like we are all kind of on our separate paths, going our individualistic ways and not connecting with each other on a meaningful basis. And that is true. We don't get to be in denial about that, but there's a reason why that has to happen, is because prior to this moment, this time period, this blink of an eye in the universe's little petri dish, terrarium, this is just a blink of an eye. This is all this is. And so when we're weaving, the balance and intricacy of this multi-dimensional fractal ecosystem requires balance to move forward in a meaningful and healthy way. And we haven't been doing that. We haven't done that in a long time. So I have mugwort here drawing up above your screen. So not necessarily yin and yang, but there's a balance here. 2 lungs, 2 kidneys, 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 ears, 2 feet. How are they connecting to each other? How are you connecting to yourself? How are you connecting to your multi-dimensional fractal ecosystem that you carry within us? Because you take all of this, everything you can conceive outside of yourself, and you put it right here. You put it right here, and then you bring it in. This is life. This is life. And there's a weaving that's being done through these cyclical patterns. There's a weaving. So you're either moving, spiraling, either up or down, it doesn't matter. There's no judgment here. But there's I don't have any. Dang. Well, I got snakes all over the place and no Ouroboros. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's on my planner, which is not here. So it's just cutting off the snake's head is what I'm getting, and so you can start weaving the snakes. You weave this. Well, I suppose I've got a lot of weaving snakes in my environment. But there's our snakes, our hearts are in the shape of a snake. You can literally unwind your heart and like stretch it out as like far as your arm almost, if not more. And it's an unweaving of our hearts to form a tapestry. I'm new at verbalizing this, so just let me just feel for a second. I can think about this in my head, but verbalizing it, we don't have much logos to go on when it comes to this. Okay, triangles, for whatever reason, are sticking out to me. You can kind of see how the triangle pattern is there. The triangle pattern is here. Like, I'm just looking at light and dark here to get that pattern woven. There's an actual triangle in this one. So the Capricorn energy that we are leaving right now is very top to bottom. Very top to bottom energetically. So you have your, 1% to 4% at the tippy top, and then everything else is underneath it. And that's how leadership goes. We are supporting those at the top. And so what I'm getting is this is somehow this death, rebirth system is going to go through a portal here. Because see how this is, you have the skeleton, right? The death, rebirth. And then, for those of you who are confused about the rebirth process, so our skeletons like feed the environment. Like something will come in and gnaw and sharpen its teeth. Our bones break down. The ecosystem will break them down. Right? Unless you're buried in a specific way, blah, 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 blah. But typically, like rodents and anything that needs to sharpen their teeth will come along and sharpen the teeth on the bones. So these things naturally return to Earth. Naturally. If they're preserved, it was probably intentional. Let's see how this... There's even the poppies going up and poppies coming down. And this is leading to the sun. The rosary is leading to the sun. And then you get to your portal. And the portal is going to help us see. The portal is going to help shed light on this top-down pyramid scheme. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so there's a triangle at the top of this card. So what's going to happen is we're going to... Ooh. Okay. Vitamin C. Get your vitamin C in. We got rose hops here and citrus. Vitamin C. This is telling me that somehow this portal of... See, now I just... Did I read it or did I hear it in some podcast? The rose is the essence of life. Rose is symbolic for love, which is the heart, which is pulsing. It's not beating. Your heart is not beating. Words are power. Your heart is pulsing. So it's a contraction and a releasing. A contraction and a releasing. Like birthing. Okay. So this is taking this little strand and weaving it around the orange and up into a structure that is bottom up. So the majority of us are going to be supported by the leaders. So that's the paradigm we're moving into. So, but I read this card this morning because I got these two this morning. So this is, people used to slice the oranges and then weave a red string through them. But the string is super important. I cannot stress this enough right now. They'd put the string through the orange and like leave the orange peels like at their door for protection against malevolence. There is something about red string here. Red string, red string. So Samael likes to color red. And you use red string if you want to work with him. His energies, I should say. So when I say that, I don't think he's an actual, like, I don't think that something like that was an actual existent. I think it's just an energetic pattern that a weaving, a thread that runs through our lives. Man, this red thing is just really, and there's red berries on the hawthorn here. Fez knows his stuff. Okay, what time is it? It is 1:53. So we're gonna go the Dusk guidebook. Okay, I'm gonna read this out. Okay. In Greek mythology, the poppy was created by the goddess Demeter to grant herself restful sleep after the loss of her daughter Persephone. The poppy has a reputation for granting repose. It has a reputation for granting its relationship with death, and it makes it the perfect plant to address the feelings of grief and regret. So it's Scorpio season now. Scorpio feminine holds the power of Persephone's archetype. And she's now going, like in the Greek mythology, this would be Persephone's time to relinquish her abilities to be here on Earth and then move into the underworld with Hades, as per the agreement. Grief does not have to relate to the death of a loved one. Life is full of little losses, be that of a relationship, small freedoms, times or places, any number of things. These can build up, creating a barrier to moving forward and creating new conditions and connections. No matter how small or old these unresolved feelings may be, take them out and examine them. Enjoy their better memories, and then move forward free of any negative feelings that might be holding you back. Okay, Rose, yeah, you're definitely gonna need some good old-fashioned authentic love to get you through this. So I'm flipping through some of the cards because I'm looking for this red. I'm like, show me something. Okay. There she is. Okay. Hanging a rose from a ceiling, a tradition which started with the Romans and continues today, indicates that any conversation which takes place in its presence must be kept in the strictest confidence. It is time to finally tell that secret that's been gnawing away at you. Choose your confidant carefully. It may be that they have something they also have been wanting to share. Your relationship can only grow stronger through the trusting of each other. Ooh, okay. So it begins. It's supposed to be endings, but it's a new beginning. Nice. There it is. Okay. The birch tree is colored by many different cultures, and it's beloved for its pure but determined energy. It is one of the first trees to grow leaves in the spring, and the first to grow back in an area of woodlands when an area of woodlands is cleared. This tenacity gives strength to anyone seeking to overcome difficulties. The birch is also featured in the Celtic orogram tree calendar. The month it represents is seen as a time of regeneration and rebirth. This man weaves well. This card is encouraging you to focus on all these things. A new chapter is beginning for you, potentially one that has arisen from a challenging situation. Do not let the past difficulties make you jaded. Enter to this new phase with certainty and confidence. I don't think I'm going to need clarifiers for this. Fez has got his ducks in a row. Very thorough. Oh, there's the red string bramble. Ooh! Okay, I'm going to show you that just because it's a red string. And now I'm hunting for red string. Bramble. Maybe we'll come across it in another card. Citrus fruits are packed full of protective powers. In India, they are often pierced through with a red string and hung in doorways to ward off misfortune. You've been struck with a number of situations recently that you feel are out of your control. But through the circumstances that caused them, though the circumstances that caused them might be, the way that you handle them is not. You have inside the strength to govern how they affect you. Some battles can be won, and some are best left alone. Listen to your inner voice, and that which you already know will reveal itself. All right, I'm leaving it there. I'm not touching that. This is a good deck. Okay, the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck by Fez. Inkwright. And indeed he does. All right, keepers. I'll see you next time. Bring your flames.